Alright, and we're gonna cut this part out. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are doing another short flight around an area. This is an airport that is called 00R. Someone named Wilfred Griffin decided to comment down that I should look at this airport and look at all the areas around it there. According to him, I believe there are 2 prisons nearby. I don't know exactly where it is, but yeah, I thought I'd do a short flight. It's in Texas, I believe. I will have to check that out. So let's just go to our map. Yeah, somewhere in Texas, pretty much. Other than that, let's get to our flight. So first things first, I'm gonna. My frames are in the left-hand corner. They're reading 48 frames. So these are my settings very quickly. You can pause just to check over them. I do have a 1660 Ti and i5 9600K and Z390 motherboard. I also have 32 gigabytes of RAM. I think it was 4 gigabytes of VRAM I have on this. On that, we're just gonna make sure this all works. Alternator can come off. Beacon light would come on. And that fuel would come on as well. Just make sure we do have enough fuel, which is around 7 gallons. That should be just enough for a bit of a long flight. Alright, other than that, we're gonna get our primer set up so mixture goes to full. There is no fuel font, so we pushed a primer once, twice, full mixture back. After that is all set, that was all set. Alright, dome light can come on. Well, we don't really need that, it's daytime. Taxi light can come on. Flaps can go down, we can do a quick check. Make sure that all works. Nice. Alright, now we can do this nose check, make sure ailerons are working correctly, in which they are. And now we would check in the back, make sure that all works, and it does. Same thing with rudder. Rudder works perfectly fine. Alright. Battery could actually stay on. We're going to do our lights test. So what we would do right now is we would go outside, and there's this one person who actually such a max out video. I don't know if you ever came to my channel to see this, but if you do, I believe this is what you would do next. You would turn on all the lights, go outside, make sure flaps are down, make sure all the lights are in, working correctly. Strobe lights do. Alright, everything does. All the remove before flight is detached. Tail hook, I guess that's what you would call it. This would be pinned to the ground. That is disconnected. Same thing on the wings. It's all disconnected. Fuel has been checked. And so yeah, that's pretty much all we had to do. Alright, so flaps would still stay down. And we would turn off our master battery. Navigations, strobes, taxi, and landing lights would come off. Sure, carburetor heat could be on and off. Make sure nothing gets affected. My kid actually changed the time. That's nice. It's a nice touch. It's a nice touch, actually. I believe it is 4 something. I don't know what exact time it is, but it's something. So I believe you should be around that area, I guess. Because there's a different time here in Texas, so yeah. Alright. Battery can come on. Alternator can come on. Beacon light is on. Get that to start. Just get our camera view all set up. And mixture would go full on. Throttle is at a 1/4 inch, that is nice. We would test our brakes at this moment. Make sure the plane does start rolling slowly, to which it does. Alright, since brakes start rolling nicely, fuel can stay there. Right now you're going to check the temperature. Well, I guess we could do the test with this, but that's inoperative, so there's really no point. Alright, fuel quantity does seem nice. Oil temperature is in the green. Oil pressure, if I increase this, that should go up. Alright, I'm just gonna get my throttle set up, so that's why it's kind of all jumpy. Just setting it up. Don't know why, but that was my throttle at 0%. I'm gonna set it to green and see if there's any difference at all. and how this stays. Oh, there's a bit of a difference. Alright, there we go. Nice. Alright, next thing that we would do, text would come on. One thing we forgot to do is yell clear prop when we're starting the airplane, but that's fine. These guys won't hear us anyway. Our lap brakes can come off and we can start making a right hand turn, hopefully not clipping through anyone. Next thing we're gonna do, navigation lights can come on, if I can find them, there we go. Mixture can come back to 80% since we're still taxing. The throttle should be over 1000 RPM. And this is all from my knowledge I have. Alright, I don't know if we're doing live weather or not. Let's make it live. Don't know if it's gonna be bad or not, but it's worth a shot. Guess we only have traffic. Oh, guess the weather isn't that good. Well, we do have our barometer set. I guess we could just set some better weather. I feel like that would be nicer. Scattered clouds actually would seem nice. Ooh, that's a beautiful sight. Scattered clouds and yeah. Let's hit it more or less for maybe 3 o'clock-ish. Let me do some few clouds. A few clouds looks nice, and yeah, lifetime. Sure, lifetime would work. Alright, now we would do our TM test, I believe it would be called that. So mixture full on in, carb heat, pulled, that should be on. We're gonna check our RPMs, go to 1800. Don't know why it's going to full throttle even though I don't have full throttle. Should be back. Alright, what we would do is we would turn the magnetos to right, or actually it would be to left. If I could actually, there we go. That would jump down. Oh my gosh, why can I not set this? There we go. See the difference? Even though there isn't really a difference. There we go. And now we would just get flaps 10. Check that all the systems are working. That's what we would do, since there's no one here, I guess we could test everything right here. Go like this, make a right turn, and then go straight down in a circle. We would do it like that, but much slower. Alright, flaps are at 10. And we're gonna start adding throttle slowly. And our plane's veering off. My joystick got disconnected, that's sad. Just reminded me to always watch your airplane, no matter what you're doing. Other than that, we got taking off. We're climbing at a positive 10 degrees. Climbing nicely. Alright, 70 knots flaps can come up. Now we can trim the airplane a bit better to work well with these flaps. We're gonna make right traffic. We're gonna go to 1,000 feet. And when we get to 1,000 feet, we're gonna make a right turn, fly over the water, go to that island right there. And yeah. So now we're gonna go for right traffic shortly. The thing I don't like is how the roads look. They don't look like roads, they just look like random stuff just appeared. They look like grass roads. I don't know if that's how it actually be. I doubt that since right here we have regular roads. That's blurred out. I don't know. I mean, I guess we could check our settings. Settings menu or data. Oh, that should be on 20 megabytes anyway. Rolling cache is off. Oh. Alright. I just had to set my bandwidth a bit lower because then I'd be eating my internet way too much. Alright. Reaching 1,000 feet, so we're gonna make a right turn. 10 degrees right turn. One thing we would always do is we would always kind of turn on the brakes to make sure the wheels aren't rolling, because that wouldn't end up so well. That wouldn't go so well on the climb. So right now we are going to be making sure that we have the right pattern. And we're gonna go over to the island. Right there, do a little flyby. We're gonna maintain 1,000 feet right now. Use the throttle. And the sunshine is beautiful. I'm gonna take a quick picture. I think that would be absolutely necessary that I take one. I will post this into a Google Drive a bit later on. Alright, I guess we could begin making a bit of a 10-degree turn till we get with our heading to the island that's right there, and keep on heading straight. Other than that, thanks to Wilfred Griffin for showing me the circuit. It actually looks really nice. When I looked on Google, there was only one picture I saw of it, and that was just like someone on an approach for landing. And I'm pretty glad I decided to choose this because it looks pretty nice. So yeah, right now we're gonna begin descending to 500 feet-ish, and slow down a bit. We're gonna try to get to nice altitude, a bit of a low altitude. You know, just so we could get pretty close and just check it all out. So I'm gonna do a nice circle around the airport. Go fly a bit down there. Can check our. Oh, there's another airport. I guess we could try landing at TE38. Don't know if that's grass or not. We could check that out. TE38. Don't know if that's grass or not, but we could try. Could try landing there, grass strip or not. Gonna cut our throttle completely at this point. Don't know why, but there's kind of a dead zone I have. Like, goes all the way back, it just starts jittering all over the place. Other than that, I don't know why we didn't turn transponder to alt altitude. Should have ident. Don't know why we don't. We actually should. I doubt it's when it's 1200. So now we're gonna be maintaining pretty low altitude. Try not to hit the water. That wouldn't be so good. In real life, we'd probably not be permitted to fly this low, but that also reminds me we forgot to turn on our landing lights. It's landing lights on and strobe lights text doesn't come off. I always forget about that when I'm flying the little Cessnas. Right now, let's add some throttle, get to over 70 knots. Start making a turn. This island actually looks like, I don't know, it doesn't look like anyone would be living here more or less for adventure purpose like that. And now we're gonna continue a climb to 1,000 feet again. Other than that, I am working on my own delivery for Microsoft Flight Simulator X-Plane 11. Right now I'm working for X-Plane 11 for the 737. Right now what I'm doing is I'm just making sure that my clouds are on ultra because that looks beautiful. I like how the clouds look. On that, we're continuing climb to 1,000 feet. At 1,000 feet we'll level off and continue straight. So right now my frames are, I don't know if I do have a frame reader. It's up here in the left corner. I don't know if that's there or not, but my frame rate is pretty much a solid like 45-ish, somewhere around that range. Let's take a picture right here. You got pretty nice. Right now we're at 500 feet. I'm gonna try to increase throttle. I will do fly over 00R and continue straight to TE38, where we are going to try to land there, or do a flyby, and I guess that's where we'll end our flight. Didn't realize there was an airport there, but since we do see it, why not? It would be nice. Actually, one thing we should have is Spark Mode Charlie. Is that button? Yes, it is. So ident should be on. Identify. If I do go to X pilot, even though we would use V pilot for this, it would say Spark Mode Charlie, and we would have ident new versions available. Sure, we will install a new version. Anyway, you would have Spark Mode Charlie for ident. Ooh, I think this is the prison he was talking about. I think this is one of the prisons I think Wilfred was talking about. I think this is the second one. I don't really know. I'm not an expert in physics, but it's something. Alright, guess I'll make a time lapse in a bit. Just showing me get to WE38, but or TE38, but I guess we could save that for another video. And now we'll go for the traffic pattern. We're going to stay to the left of the airport. We're doing a right traffic pattern. We're going to stay to the left. Just look up the front. Ooh, this would actually make a nice picture with all those clouds. Ooh, this also makes a nice picture. Alright, nice. So, we'll get to the end of the runway a bit further. You're going to begin our right turn. Right now we're going to maintain 1,000 feet for our right traffic pattern. Here we go, we are descending pretty slowly. We're going to get a landing weights on since we are going to be, or taxi weights on since we are going to be landing pretty shortly. Curve meter heat should be cold. I don't know why I left that on, I thought I turned it on. And now we're going to start making a right turn, 10 degrees. We're going to be 90 degrees to the right of the airport. Could make a bit of a steeper turn since we're also descending. Other than that, we do have some time. Maybe making our way by the coast. So there we go. We have 90 degrees. We are now going to be flying parallel to the airport. So right about here we are going to make a right turn. Right now we're flying VFR. Is that on? That should be off by now. I think identifies just to make sure. I believe Squawk 1 Charlie is only if you is altimeter and stuff like that. Yeah, that's definitely it. Identify is a completely different thing, or ident for short. Now we're gonna continue slowing down. We're gonna get flaps 10 for our approach. I believe if I look up here, it would say the temperature. I don't know if that's just, yeah, that's definitely temperature Celsius. Alright, don't know what that is. Never really studied the Cessna 152 that much. I know how to fly it, more or less because of the C-172, but I like flying VFR because of some houses we're gonna maintain 600 feet. I don't know if my barometer is off or not. Oh, it's on. Here's a tip if you're flying Microsoft Flight Simulator, you can just press B on the keyboard. And that will set up your barometer, so just like now if I were to set it, I press B, and it sets it up for how the actual weather is. Alright, flaps are now dropping to 20. I believe it's 20. Yep, it is 20. We're gonna make a right turn. So we're flying 90 degrees to the airport. I don't know if this is using photogrammetry, some of this or not. No, it's definitely not using photogrammetry. Alright, I'll follow this, I guess you could say, edge. Flaps are coming down for 30. Now we're kind of gonna follow this road. Trim the nose up. We're going way too slow. We should be going at 60 plus knots. We're flying at the stall speed right now, that's one thing. And here we're going to make a right turn for the airport. There we go, we're going to 10 degrees right. One thing that's a lot dangerous is flying at low speeds and making a turn, since your plane can stall out any moment. Alright, now we're all aligned with the runway. Now let's hope we make a nice buttery smooth landing. Let's take a picture of this approach. This looks pretty nice. I don't know if these marks are the touchdowns or I don't know. Probably just lines that resemble how wide the runway is. 2 lines being, I think, 12. I don't know how wide it is. Other than that, there we go. We're at the airport. Since we're not at the end of the runway, we do need to make it to the end of the runway, I believe, to turn around. We are going to start to apply brakes. Let's just make sure we don't need to go all the way. Oh, I guess we could turn around right here. I guess I'm gonna just enable my parking brake. Just to make sure that if we do in the end go down there, we could turn around, so which we can, so let's do that. Landings can come off, navigation can stay on, strobe has to stay on. Let's turn out the ground, Mixture can come to 70% in front of the ground. RPM should still be over 1,000, which it is. We're gonna start slowing down because we're going a bit fast. Alright, here we go. We're going to make a left turn. We're gonna turn around. Don't know why there's a whole short line here. There's clearly no gates or anything. I doubt you'd fit there unless you have maybe a creek or something. Don't know why that's not working. Nice. Alright, so I guess we could continue down on the right side of the runway. Don't know if you do this in real life on a Cessna pilot. Even if I do go to university to fly, the one I want to go to doesn't have, you know, extremely big, extremely small runways, extremely short runways. They have big runways because it's in Daytona. So, yeah, that works. Ooh, we're going a bit fast there. One thing I like that this simulator has done nicely is if you pull the yoke back, you can actually see the string moving back with it. I don't know if you would call it a spring. I don't know what it's called. I call it a spring, but it's definitely not. Other than that, we're gonna start making a left turn. Right here, so we're on the left side, and then that will help us make an easy right turn. Don't know why there's a whole short line on the left side. Probably there just if you were to turn around. Well, it actually goes out to the road. It's interesting stuff. I know this airport's probably not like the one in California where you can get off and go to your home. I don't even know if this is even in California or Nevada. No, it's somewhere. Other than that, let's just come right here. Let's pull up. Don't hit anyone. Nice. Brakes are engaged. Mixture comes full back. Strobe light, navigation, beacon, taxi. Comes off. Fuel, cut off. Make sure that that's on off. It is. And so that concludes our flight, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.